My goodness, that is good. What is up, everybody? How the hell y'all doing tonight? Happy Monday. Welcome to Wickin It and Kickin It. Let me catch my breath here. Get a cup of this sip. A sip of this cup. That was so important. I figured I'd just throw the music on real quick, start the live, and we'd throw the cameras on when we're ready. Needed that. Laid down, I don't know, around 4 o'clock. Woke up, all of a sudden it was 6:20, and I'm like, damn, I gotta get this thing set up quick. So yet again, I don't know what the deal is. Like, I make these thumbnails every week, and I use the same editing app pretty much every time, and sometimes it comes out blurry, and sometimes it's crystal clear. But we're gonna stick with some fall theme for the next few weeks because it is October. Halloween is coming up fast. One of my favorite times of year. Hope everybody had a good start to the week and an even better weekend. Still rocking that Grim Army Hexome, all matchy with the Recoil 3, the R3, PB&J Cream. I think I left my phone somewhere. 1 second, I'm gonna have to grab it. Give me a second. So unprepared tonight. How unprofessional. Such a terrible YouTuber. Okay, it was closer than I thought. How y'all doing tonight? Hope everybody's enjoying something tasty. I sure as heck know I am. Still rocking the couple setups that we did last week. Pretty much everything else is broken down. We're going to get a couple things wicked up tonight. We're going to drink our coffee, and I think we'll do a couple mixes. A couple mixes I originally had created for AAFL live streams, and then for one reason or another never got around to mixing. Those recipes are sitting on a public forum unmixed with no information, no notes, no guidance as to whether or not people should give them a try. Now, sometimes you'll see things like that, and if they look good to you, give them a whirl. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think if you tried any of my public recipes. It's always appreciated. Feedback is super important for making tweaks and perfecting things if they're needed. And not just me. Comment on other people's mixes if you try them. Give people feedback. It's how we associate through, on the platform, communicate, and it's how we help each other get better. But yeah, my brain is all over the place. A little bit of a brain fog to start the Monday, but that's what this stream is for. It's to get us out of that mode, to get us into more of a positive zone, help lift each other up, get the week started, fill each other with positivity, be there for each other, enjoy some tasty goodies. Let's see who's here. I want to see who is hanging out with me tonight. Dell Vapes says, haha, first. And Furfur says, I don't know about that, Dell. Well, the comment section would agree with Dell. Furfur may have been lurking previously. That would not surprise me. Andrew T will settle for third. Stolen, calling everybody out, telling them they're cheaters. Dalton, Yo-Yo AT, mayonnaise and coffee. We are dinging. I said last week I would like to try to find another way. Oh, hey, that's right. The Bills are playing tonight. Hashtag Bills Mafia, go Bills. tough loss last week. They played some terrible football last week for them. Playing the Falcons, we're going to have to unpin that because I really don't want to get distracted by the Bills game score. If you're watching the game, feel free to leave some updates in the chat. But hey, look, a new comment on Crunchberry Shake. Cool. I wonder what time that was left. How do you manage to get first, Dalton? Well, he wasn't. Actually, I know what Dalton does. And he can't cheat. He can't cheat here because I set up the live stream last minute every week. But somewhere like on the AFL, where Tim schedules the streams weeks in advance, Dalton goes on to those streams and he comments until it doesn't give him any more points. And then at a certain point, it deletes all those comments. It's like on a timer or something. It deletes all those comments, and then you can go back in the next day and comment again until it stops giving you points again. So by the time the stream even starts, dude's at like 250 points or something. I always wondered how the hell that was possible. I'm on to him. I think it just lasts a chat that gets the points get moved to the top. It doesn't, but it works in my favor. Weird. Kim C. Hello, Steve-O and everyone. And chat, hope everyone is doing great tonight. We're a little foggy, but we're doing well. We're doing well. I am anyway. Dalton's calling him Pookie Bear. That's hilarious. Jeremy M. Yo-Yoy. What's up, my dude? Andrew T says, good vibes to all. That's what's up, man. I appreciate that. That's what it's all about. Is Steve-O late? Yeah, I am. I did initially schedule the stream for 7:10 because I knew I wasn't going to get started by 7, and then we were a little bit behind that even. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Stolen. Let's see. Andrew T says, I've got a cousin that lives in Iowa. It's peaceful out there, far away from the city where she's at. Personally, can't speak for you specifically. I'm not sure who he's talking to, but oh man, I used to live outside of the city. It is peaceful. Corporate Jason says, hey everybody, what is up, my dude? Corporate Jason. Not a Fed, but possibly an informant. That's my theory. Anybody with a name like Corporate Jason. What's up, dude? Patrick, it's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Yo, has anybody seen? Yo, okay. Listen, there's a lot of AI slop around these, and it, for the most part, it is ruining the internet. However, there are some people out there making some freaking awesome content. Has anybody seen any of the Tupac and Mr. Rogers AI skits that people are making? Yo, they're fucking hilarious. There's one where Tupac is teaching Mr. Rogers how to roll a blunt. Freaking classic, dude. Yo. Those Tupac and Mr. Rogers are pure internet gold. If you haven't seen them, I don't know, search around, look for them. They're freaking fantastic. I freaking love it. Hey, that's me. Telling y'all, one sec, gotta make my coffee. Neil Pitts, what's up, dude? Saying hello to everyone. Brian Enoch, what's up, my dude? Brian, we're gonna get you all squared away tonight after the stream. I got actually a decent amount of prep done, and I haven't even looked to see if any orders came in. Which reminds me, Facebook search JMW Premium so you can get in the know. I don't think Tim or Lady Liberty are here yet. The keepers of the information. If I have to, I'll drop it in chat myself later. But we definitely got some work to do tonight, that's for sure. Starting with him. I had Dukes for the first time last week. What the hell? Cool. What'd you think, man? I still never tried Dukes. Ronnie's another one in the queue. Evening all, I'm home and shed time has begun. Oh, you're home already. That's very cool, man. That's what's up. Usually Ronnie's on his way home. Let's see. You know, Dukes is John Wayne cream. Interesting. TJ, been a minute, dude. Yo. Oh, yo. Actually, this is your first time watching. Welcome, dude. Don't be intimidated by all the wrenches. We usually give everybody a wrench after they've been here for a couple times. We've got a lot of DIYers here in case people want to share recipes. Some other people have content and whatnot. Like Dell's got his gunplay channel. We usually like to encourage people to share their wares and their content. If you've ever seen the AVS, the old AVS stream, it's kind of like that. And if there ever was a chance that there was like a bot or a troll, they don't stand a chance. Welcome to Wickin It Kickin It, dude. It's freaking awesome to have you here. Always love welcoming somebody to their first time to Wiki. We have a good time here. Make yourself at home. Let's see. Everything tastes lesser without it. Interesting. It's a good mayo, but I only put it on a burger. However, I do like making my own sauce with mayo, brown mustard, ketchup, and hot sauce for my nuggets, so I'll reassess the Dukes for you. Interesting. I like mayo on certain things. I do like making my own sauces sometimes. I used to do that. I used to be a sous chef, and I did make all like the house sauces and dressings and things of that nature. Gravy, amongst other things. Cookie cane is almost here. It is right here. Boom. I need to get some new panels for this billet box. I'm debating on whether or not I want to actually finally go all out or just get another set of these green ones while Timmy still has them. I like them because they've got the front airflow cut out. Maximizes my airflow for my Voltrove. Cookie cane still living on the inside here. But for you guys, it is getting closer. It is getting closer. I don't know if we're going to drop it Black Friday, Cyber Monday-ish, and then allow it to continue to be available through Christmas or through the New Year, or if it's going to hit December exactly. I'll talk to Dan about the logistics. But yes, Cookie Cane is coming. This year has kind of flown by. There's Tim. Hello, everyone. Ding, 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 ding. We've got hand checks and desk checks rolling on in. It's great to see you. I was going to announce that we hit officially 250 subscribers, but we lost one. Unless it bounced back up. But that's all right. It's not like any type of like major milestone or anything. It's just a nice round number that makes my brain satisfied. We rocking a twin setup, Steve-O? Are we? Is it this one? Boom. Duchess Hexome coils for the win. I did order a couple more sets from Steel Valley. Make sure you check out Steel Valley this month, especially if you need some coils. Or if you want a freaking awesome new freaking Wild Things Steel Valley Vapors t-shirt. Yo, this thing is rad. He has some really nice quality t-shirts. Available up to a 3X. That's my size. Freaking awesome design. Get to rep one of my favorite vape shops in the world. Oh, didn't mean to do that. But he's got coils. He's got all coils on sale. Breeze Tones, Duchess coils, Twisted Timmy, and Drip Theory. and quite the selection to choose from, as well as any stock that he has on neck mods. Steel Belly Vapors, dude. Will is a good dude. I like to support him. Stubby with a Yeti, says Furfur. Hell yeah, dude. Dalton, let's see. Sierra Nevada. You know, Sierra Nevada was the first beer. Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. The first beer I ever legally purchased in a pub on my 21st birthday. I just lagged there for a second. Lady Liberty, hello, hello. Awesome. Keep on sending those in, guys. Once we get caught up, we will show off your desk checks and your hand checks. Stout mustard, usually QP, Heinz, and forgot sauce. I use any of the Melinda's line. Interesting. Yo, yo! That's what's up, TJ. Getting hyped. Mike DeVries, what's up, bro? Shout out to my man, Mike DeVries. Always popping in to say hello. And, you know, I really think it's awesome that, you know, Mike, I've got to experience his journey quitting smoking by transitioning to vaping, eventually quitting vaping. And then some time went by, a couple of years, and he noticed that, you know, he was going through some rough times and starting to crave cigarettes again. And he reached out and asked for some help. We got him hooked up with a device and some 0mg just to be able to kind of help him make sure that he had something to reach for instead of going out to buy a pack of cigarettes. And as far as I know, I believe we've succeeded. We help each other here. And I was happy to be able to help him with that, man. And the fact that he reached out for help, that's huge. That's huge. We talk about that a lot, whether it has to do with vaping or mental health, or you know, guys, me, I'm a recovering addict of 6.5 years, and if I never reached out and asked for help, I might not be here today. So don't be afraid. This community, it's a fantastic one. Mao, yo, what's up, dude? Mao easing his way back in. I think this is his 3rd week in a row back in the chat. Love you, brother. Built to Spill played. Yeah, dude, I saw that. And if I would have known ahead of time, I might have. I don't know. I haven't been to a show in a long time, but I might have actually went to check that out because of how much you love them. Had I known ahead of time and been able to plan something like that. But yeah, I think it's rad that they played Rochester. I did notice that, Patrick. Paul Cole, what's up, dude? I know he's keeping it cloudy. Ari, yo. All the friends and family are in the house. Let's see. Melinda's hot sauce. Sorry, that was a typo. You know what I like to do? I like to take, and some of you might already know this, I like to take, for my nuggies, for my dino nuggies, I like to take Sweet Baby Ray's and mix it 2 parts Sweet Baby Ray's to 1 part Ken's honey mustard. Makes a really awesome, like, gold sauce. Absolutely delicious. Perfect on nuggets. And on tots. Dip my tater tots in there too. Dog is fed. What did I miss? Oh, we just chilling, dude. We getting saying hello to everybody. Roof didn't leak today, says Tim. Rearranging things behind primary desk to put up my toys. Very cool. That's a heck of a freaking accomplishment right there. Tim spent a couple days on the roof doing some home repairs. Always fun. But I bet you it feels good. Bet you it feels good to be finished and to know that it's not leaking. Doing my best to make you proud. Yeah. They're talking to Dad. We got Dad and Grandpa in the chat. I haven't seen Mama Bear here yet. I had a blast lurking in the JMW Discord chat last night. Love y'all. Yo, it is awesome to see you guys hanging out in the Discord, in the voice chat. Now, I don't always pop in. Like Saturday night, I didn't come in, but last night I saw people hanging out there and I had to come in and say hello. We hung for a while. And I think people are actually hanging out in there now. And after the stream, sometimes people go into the JMW Discord voice chat and hang out there as well. I will probably not be there tonight. Some people like to go over to the dopamine dump on Twitch. We usually like to end around then. I don't like to overstep Seamus's time on Twitch. I do like to pop in over there and say hello. But some people like to hang out over in the JMW voice chat. It is open for all. Just be respectful of each other and have a good time. That's all I ask. It is a good time. It is a good time. So I need more Transformers for the shelves. Yo, I used to have some pretty rad Transformers. I used to have a really sick action figure collection back in the day. Paul's been nauseous with a headache all day. Yo, I'm sorry to hear that. That's always rough. Hope you feel better, my man. I'll boot up the PC so I can drop links. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem, whenever you can. Best AI I've seen is Albert Einstein suplexing Queen Elizabeth. Yo, that's funny as heck. There's the link for the JMW Discord. Thank you, Corporate Jason. The pumpkin is delicious. Oh, yeah, Cassie's been working on a pumpkin. You know, my fall theme guy right here, and I've been tasting this all week, and I did add some notes to the recipe. Just so people could know, this is a pumpkin spice nana nut muffin, and I'll share the recipe. I don't know if I shared it on here. I'll share the recipe when we get into recipes, but I'm really happy with how this turned out. It's just a nice autumn inspired spiced nana dessert type of recipe. It does require to have Nam's banana. However, you could probably sub another banana in it. I would say banana puree, but it's got the new Wonder Flavors banana cream in it, which already kind of has that banana puree note in it. You could probably put a little bit of Flavora banana in there, maybe about 0.5%. Instead of the 1% Nam's banana. But if you have the Nam's banana, 100% use it. It is the best banana. Really happy with that mix, and I'm probably going to make another bottle. It did take a few days to steep and really come into its own. It was a little thin at first, but yeah. Blind as fact. Don't chat very much, but thank you. Oh, awesome. Okay, well, just enjoy yourself, my man. I fucks with the sauces. Yo, Furfur makes some bomb sauces. I personally have had the peach barbecue sauce. It's more kind of like a sweet and sour barbecue sauce. And then the peanut butter bourbon barbecue sauce. Mwah! Furfur knows what's up. Only time I really eat mayo is on a BLT. That's a good time. Kim C says red and white to go with the green since you just keep cookie cane in it. Yeah. You know, I wouldn't mind someday maybe picking up another billet box. But this was a gift from our friend, the great and powerful Oz. And ever since I've got it, it's just been my go-to burrow device. I don't use a lot of burrows. This is it. I've got a couple others I might break out from time to time, but this is the guy that always stays set up. I've been thinking about getting some neon, like different neon color resin panels for it. So it would have like swirls of like pink, purple, yellow, and green and black. I think that would look sick on there. Let's see. Ooh, that's sick. Should I drop maple fudge or maple ice cream? Maple and graham and a super yummy, unique, smooth ice cream, or both? Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna mix up a maple recipe tonight, and I think I might switch it up because it was a pie. But I don't have a lot of sugar pie left. Wonder Flavor sugar pie, and I can't get any more at the moment. And I kind of need to save every last drop that I can for a recipe that's currently seasonal on the menu. I was thinking of swapping it around to something new. We'll talk about it when we get there. See what y'all guys think. I can't wear white. Would be staying in seconds. Yeah, I normally don't get white t-shirts either. But this design was too rad to pass up. The smaller sizes are on sale for $15, and the double and triple XL are on sale for $17. I couldn't pass that up. That's a freaking dope price for an awesome t-shirt. But I feel that. Ooh, tough choice. Maple ice cream would be my vote. Yeah, I would say maple ice cream. Fudge, I don't know. Fudge sounds good. I guess it kind of depends on the consistency and the texture of the fudge. Metal Dad, what up, dude? Neil Pitts made a peach cobbler for dessert. It's so good, might be in a diabetic coma before the night's over. Yo, that sounds so good. Birdie from the land of Oz. What is up, my dude? He says hello. Hi, all. Everybody's saying what's up to Birdie. Hope everyone is well. Dude, I hope you're well, man. I posted an unsolicited deck pic. Yeah, on photo op. Okay. Sick. Deck's looking pristine, Jason. Let's see this unsolicited deck pic. We're gonna cheat. We're gonna go into there and we're gonna look at the unsolicited deck pic. Unsolicited deck pic. Oh yeah, lots of people posting tonight. Love to see it. Photo op. Oh, yo, that is sick, dude. Let's turn that this way. I believe that is the Vortex. Is that the 30mm Vortex? Is that what that is? Sexy. Are those hippo coils? Those look like SSFCs. I know you rock a lot of hippo coils. Can Hippo make SSFCs? Or are those somebody else's coils? Yo, look at the blue. Look at the color. Look at the wonk-free install. Let's go. Hell yeah, dude. Thanks for that. Unsolicited deck pics for the win. I almost said dick. Lady Liberty said, okay, I got a bunny, I got some shed time, and I got me a vape and some water. Now I'm all set. Sounds like a plan. Oh shit, I didn't know that. Kudos to you, Steve. Oh yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you for the links. And of course, yeah, we've got all that information there. Several different places. You can join the JMW Discord. You can hit up. Oh wait. That's the old Jotform link. Where is the... I edited that link, I thought, for the new app. Or you can... I shouldn't really say it out loud. You can still use the Jotform, but there's a new app also. Let's see. Where is the really important one? There it is. Mental health is hyper important. If you are struggling, please know you are not alone. And if it's needed, you can visit that website right there that an advocate for liberty posted, or dial 988 for assistance, professional assistance. You can reach out to a friend. Make sure you're checking in on your friends, people. Message somebody every day. Tell them you love them. At least one person. Let them know you love them. Let them know that they're cared about. You never know whose day it's going to change. Captain Caveman. The PRV has dropped a single on Spotify. Oh yeah, the Punk Rock Vapor. He did. Go check out the Punk Rock Vapor on Spotify. If there's a link, you feel free to drop that link in chat too. Birdie doesn't have a wrench. This will not stand. This will not stand. Oh, I need to mute that. Come on, chat. Pull up. There he is. Birdie does not have a wrench. The wrenching. There we go. Birdie needs a wrench. See, he does need a wrench. And you know what, TJ, it's your first time here, but I'm going to give you one anyway. Because you're a long time yo-yo. You should have a wrench. I always feel bad. You can't do the wrenching and not just hand them out. Don got my JMW order about a week ago, and I have to say the Grape God is off the hook. Thanks, dude. Thank you. That is awesome. Don, that's a new name in chat. Welcome to Wickin It Kickin It. I am so glad to hear that you're enjoying the Grape God. One of my my all-time favorite grape liquid, probably. It's a toss-up between that and the Grape Sticks. The Grape Sticks I'm a little biased on because Grape Sticks is my recipe alone. Grape God is a collab between me and Dan. Mike says I haven't been hitting the vape constantly, but when I get the urge, I take a few riffs. Things have been getting better for us. And we just found out we are going to be having another baby. Congratulations, Mike. And I know we had mentioned that that's both exciting and scary. I feel you. I'm really glad that's been helping you out, man. And to hear that things are getting better for you. I've been praying for you, my dude. We do shots and prayers on the show, but I keep all my friends in my thoughts and prayers throughout the week. If you're a praying person, sometimes we just think positively. Whatever you're into. Never too old for Dino Nuggies. That's true. It's because they're just the best nuggies, man. They really are. People congratulating Mike. There it is. Dalton dropped the punk rock single. Guys, go give that a listen. I would open it up and we could listen to it together here, but I doubt that that would be the right thing to do. So go give that a listen. Give it a download. Let's see. Great Gramps, how are you today? Let's see. Congrats on the new baby. Timmy's 20% off liquid sale-ins tonight. Oh, that's right. Yeah. I was tempted. I'm tempted to go grab some things. Man, I got so much liquid here. And last time I talked to Kaz said that he was going to send me a bunch of gold leaf because he wants it out of his house. Part of me thinks that's cool. Another part of me is like, oh man, what am I going to do with all that liquid? If he does do that, we might run some. We might pay those bottles forward. Let's just say, we'll make it work. Ooh, you were talking about that last week. Built to Spill plays New York a lot. I'll keep you. Oh, okay, sick. Yeah, I had, man, sitting or standing through a show, it's not something I've really thought about doing lately. Jacob, what's up, dude? There's Jacob. What's up, my man? I got a black stubby I think needs to find a new home. There you go, Fervor. Find that stubby a home. Dalton likes Dukes with a pinch of garlic and onion powder and some salt and pepper for tots. But that sounds fire, yeah. I'm autistic, unique, and inventive. My sauces are supreme! Yo, that sentence right there sounds like a freaking, almost like a supervillain monologue. I'm autistic, unique, and inventive. My sauces are supreme! Don't worry. Or a superhero monologue, whichever way you want to look at it. Don't worry, I don't put Tylenol in my sauces. You're safe. That's funny. Staples staggered fuse Claptons from Chat. Oh, Chappie. Yeah, SSFCs. Chappie, very cool. Steve, let me check my stash to see if I have sugar pie I can give you. Oh, that'd be awesome of you, man. But if you have sugar pie, you enjoy it. I don't know. I'm tempted. I'm tempted to use it. At the same token, I have an idea to switch it up. There it is. Thank you, Dalton. The new JMW app. Timmy has vinyl and vapes. New juice too. First one to have it online. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's got a lot of cool stuff on there. Gold leaf, you say? Yes. Yes. If that does come my way, I will be sharing the love. I'm not going to hoard that all myself. We're all caught up. You know what that means, guys. We got to see what you guys are enjoying tonight. But first, yeah, I got one more setup that you guys did not see tonight, and we are still rocking it from last week. It is that basic V2. Can we get a nice focus on it? No. Nope. We're going to make it focus. We're going to have to make it focus for you guys anyway. Come on. There it is. Nope. Still doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. I said V2. Basic 1.1, I mean. Pendulum coils cherry bomb we installed on the inside. This is a BT Customs. It's an old Squarius XL. BT Customs drip tip and beauty ring. It is loaded up with that, what you call it? It needs a name. It needs a better name. The strawberry lychee sorbet. And I'm sure this battery needs to be freaking recycled. But I will say, listen, this has a Scotchua 510 in it. And it's a pretty slick 510, right? It's spring loaded. It's all brass. My other Squarius I swapped out for a Reset V3 though, and I think I eventually might do that. I feel like I get voltage drop from that Scotchua 510, and it does not. The cherry bomb doesn't quite rip as hard as it could. Or maybe I just oversquonked it. That strawberry lychee sorbet is so good, though. It does need a name, an official name. I want to see what you guys are rocking with, though, and we're gonna pull those up. I already got Discord open, so let's start with Discord. Starting with Dale. Dale was the first one in chat today, so why not, right? We'll start in Discord, and then I'll make my way on over to Messenger. Yep. Matchy. And Twinsies. Recoil. R3. On the Grim Army Hex. He's got a little Stevie Marquez. What is that one? Banana cream pie. Phantom breath, is that what that says? Banana cream pie. Matching Macron tip. He went with the Macron tip on his. I went with the 810. Love the way the new limited edition R3 looks on that Grim Army Hex. It is perfect. Next, we've got Brian Enoch. Dude, he's got that new Bonza Pro on the Dreamer clutch. Me in the background, of course. All done up special by Mr. Palmer's Powders. I love that setup. I want to get something like that done with my R3. Stainless steel R3. A little bottle of violence. Shout out again to Steel Valley Vapors. Hell yeah, I love how you got that done, dude. Thanks for sharing that. Next up, we got Mao. Mao's got his R3. Nana Pudding Cake. Yo, I haven't had Nana Pudding Cake in a minute. On his Mech Life Arcless. Heck of a mech, dude. Love the Mech Life Arcless. Patrick has my old Mech Life Arcless. Looking good with those matchy swirls of green to match the logo. Hell yeah, dude. Solid mech mod right there. A great first time mech if you could find one. They're a little rare these days. Ronnie. Home setups. Asgard Mini 2 on a top side. Fairgrounds inside. Asgard Mini 2 on an Empire. Apple Cream Cake. Awesome. Recoil 3 on a top side with Fairgrounds. Some high-powered squonking going on at Ronnie's place there. Love those, dude. Hell yeah. You know, with Vapors Cloud running a sale, I still never picked up an Asgard V2 or an Asgard Mini V2. I'm more tempted to get the Asgard Mini V2. And even the Nightmare Mini V2 I kind of want to try, although it's been recommended to me to only use that Nightmare, the V2 Nightmares on a Squonker. And I can see that, the way that the airflows are just big wide open holes in the bottom center of the deck. But at those prices, I'm thinking, why not pick them up so we have new things to build on stream? So I may do that. I may pull the trigger on one of each of those. Gives us some new things to play with. And as a collector, it just feels like the right thing to do. But as somebody who's running out of space for gear, I'm also hesitant. You guys know the feeling. I'm sure many of you do. We got Dalton. You guys all putting me in the background. Me holding up my billet box. He's got his R3 on the Ascent. Some of that pumpkin pecan cheesecake. Pumpkin pecan peach cheesecake with maple whipped cream. That's it. Pumpkin pecan cheesecake with maple whipped cream. We got chat. We got you guys right there too. Hey chat. Moving on over to DMs. We got Cassie. Cassie's got her R3. You can see a theme. On the Gower. The Gower. FDH Southie. She's been loving that Southie. I love that Half Moon Mod drip tip, that blue and gold too. I love it. I mentioned it last week. I wish I had one. I bought the wrong size. I know she's been enjoying that Southie. Super accurate Nutty Buddy profile. Metal Dad. What is that? What is that tank? On an old Jabo. An old Jabo mod. I don't know what that tank is, but I love that old Jabo mod. Is that the Relu? The Relo? However you say it, the Relo? Hell yeah, that's what's up. Let me know what tank that is. I don't know why I can't place it. Oh, hell yeah. Somebody, let's see. Patrick. Home decor check. Home decor check. Hell yeah, dude. Yo, look at that CD collection. Looking nice and neat. All lined up. Home decor check from Patrick. I like that. Showing off his music collection. Some of it, rather. Physical media for the win. Physical media is the way to go. Oh, hell yeah. A little action in the Wickin It and Kickin It chat. Heath dropped his hand check in the Wickin It and Kickin It chat there. That is the Nightmare V2, I believe. On the Zero. The Zero SQ, the Skulls Edition. Fucking love that mod, dude. Love that mod. Bunny check. Bunny check. Oh, look at them ears. She's all nice and cozy. Tim has got is that the what was that RDTA? The Widowmaker RDTA? Widowmaker RDTA? On a Dreamer. Maple bourbon cheesecake. Hell yeah. Oh no, Pyro V3. It was Vandy Vape, right? Pyro V3 on a Dreamer clutch with the CJ button and maple bourbon cheesecake. There we go. There we go. A little bunny check. She's curled up around my hip and stole my pillow. Haha, that's funny. Let's see. Topless Wookie. We got Jacob. Can't get enough of this lemon meringue. Coastal Clouds lemon meringue. I think that's a Valerian 2 or a Valerian 3 tank on a Gower. That's a top-notch freaking sub-ohm tank right there from back in the day. Those things, or no, is that a Valerian? 3, yeah, 3. Heck yeah, dude. Thank you for sharing, everybody. I'm sure we got plenty of chat to catch up on now. Let's see. Yeah, Patrick, I'm glad to hear that that's really working for you, brother. The ketamine treatment. Med-assisted treatment. TJ's rocking the recoil on the Aegis Legend 2 with some simulation from Stevie Marquez. Yes, that's the banana tobacco, right? The banana tobacco leaf. Simulation, Stevie Marquez. One of Grimm's favorite Stevie Marquez liquids. Stevie Marquez doing his thing. Dude's got a heck of a menu, I can tell you that. Getting cold shoulder now, all because I picked up my phone. Time to get the Shetty in my heady. There you go, Patrick. Let's see. A shop in St. Clairsville, Ohio that still has some Arcless. Dude, really? Dang, that's awesome. Southie is more than half gone. Nice. Yeah, Southie is freaking fantastic. Oh, look at that shelf. Why is that not? Oh, because there's 2 of them. Tim's AAFL shelf. Oh, we got to go back in and hit this focus again real quick. Oh, there we go. Love that. Boo. Let's see. We're going to get you joined up here. Since I happen to have it open, Andrew, we're going to approve you to the JMW Premium Group. Welcome to the JMW family. Windows still works perfectly. Nice. What was that Charlie Chalks Dust meringue? Someone should clone that for real. Yeah. A Gold Nightmare V2 I'm not using? Oh, sick. Yeah, I mean, I was just going to snag some stuff off the off that sale. I was kind of tempted to grab a blue one. I used to have a blue Nightmare Mini, the original, but the deck on that thing drove me absolutely nuts. Oh yeah, Patrick got a super rare record. Afro Man, Good Times. Super rare record. Jacob says the Charlie Chalk Dust was amazing, but I can't find it anymore. Yeah. Uh, Thank you, bro. Yes, you're welcome. Addy Tooney, K-Fun top and center. Oh, no, shit, dude. Nice. All right. Little sip of coffee. We're going to get started with some mixes today. It's usually easier to do the mixes first, and then we can get the scale out of the way. And I got a couple setups I would like to wick up. One of them only gets one liquid in it ever. We'll talk about it when we get there. But I do have some mixes. One of them's kind of an old school mix. And another one is kind of... Now, listen, I know spring is technically maple season. Maple syrup season. But maple seems more like a fall, an autumn type of treat. You make your maple syrup, you tap your trees, you collect your sap and you make your maple syrup in the spring. But I feel like fall time, the autumn, is when you actually indulge in the maple syrup, in my opinion. I don't know, it just has that warm, cozy autumn type of vibe to it. And I got that maple cream tart recipe. I'm gonna pull that up first, I think. And I have Colt 45 and 2 zigzags. I had something that I thought that I might want to swap to. I don't know. What's a few drops of sugar pie gonna do? But here, I had an idea. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Maple cream tart. Share. No, don't share the audio. Don't share the audio. We don't need the audio shared. Let's open this up. Let's take a look here. Maple cream tart. Oh, how'd I do that? What just happened? Wait. I don't even know how I did that. Share screen. Let's get that back up there. No, I don't want I don't want to share the audio. There we go. We're back in action now. Maple cream tart. Almond cookie. I really love this flavor as an accent or like something to add to a bakery layer. It really does add some texture at low percentages. Adds a slight little almond note. Pairs really well with Flavora's Sweet Crunch. Almond cookie from Wonder Flavors at 0.75%. A new heavy cream from SSA at 1.5%. Maple cream, Wonder Flavors at 3%. All these new Wonder Flavors creams, you could really build around. Any single one of them, you run at 3%, you can really build a recipe around them. Even at 2%, they make a good addition to any recipe. But I really like using them at like 3% as like a main note, and you can build around them really nice. And you get a really nice texture and mouthfeel in your recipes. Maple syrup SSA 1%. That nice natural maple syrup. Pie crust 1-on-1 at 1.5%. Sugar pie from Wonder Flavors. Lots of Wonder Flavors in this mix. At 2%, and super sweet Perlim at 0.6%. I don't have a picture. This was single source. I remember I was really frustrated that night. So my single source was my flavor stash. Here is what I was thinking of doing. I would probably remove the pie crust. And I was thinking of taking the sugar pie out. We leave the almond cookie just because. How do I get back over to my... There we go.
hold on. That's all we need. I will be tapping trees and in the spring, and there may be AFL Vermont maple syrup available. Oh, nice, next spring. Neil, what's up, dude? Neil says I have been trying to vape up some old commercial e-juice I found. A brand new bottle of Golden Ticket 0 milligram. I nick it up and it's so good but sweet. A lot of people love that Golden Ticket. The whole album slaps, says Patrick. Favorite song is Hush. The Good Times is so underrated, and it represents a time and a sense of humor where no one was offended and people had fun. We were tougher. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Tim shared a recipe. I'm going to actually snag that real quick. I'm going to stop sharing this so I can snag it. Hold on. And we're going to look at it in a bit here. I'm going to put this in the background. Oh, site is not secure. What the fuck do you mean? Get out of here. Actually, let's look at this first. Let's look at it now while we got things up. And then we'll go back to the maple. Because if I don't, I'm going to forget. I know I will. A mixed berry cinnamon pastry from Advocate for Liberty. Blackberry raspberry acai natural from Wonder Flavors. Cinnamon from Wonder Flavors. Wait, this one is at 2%. Cinnamon from Wonder Flavors at 1%. Crispy donut from Flavora at 1%. Huckleberry, new Flavora at 1%. Powdered donut, Wonder Flavors at 1.5%. Oh yeah, I love this as a donut base. Crispy donut and the powdered donut. Sometimes I'll add the glazed donut as well. It depends on what I'm trying to accomplish. Super sweet pearl at 1/2. That looks fucking delicious. I do not have the blackberry raspberry acai. It's just I should that is one out of those naturals that I think I might want to pick up. I could probably I wouldn't get the acai, but I think boysenberry raspberry Wonder Flavors would be a good addition there too. Just the regular boysenberry raspberry, I have that. That could work in that recipe, or a blackberry, just like a plain blackberry. Probably wouldn't go Mora blackberry, maybe Flavora blackberry. Could be some Flavora blackberry and some Flavora boysenberry. Could work in that mix. This looks delicious though. Lots of comments on it already. That's steeped out very nice, he said. Heck yeah, dude. Looks good. Looks real good. I would have forgot, so may as well have gotten that up now. Sell tapes from here to Hong Kong. That mixed berry cinnamon pastry sounds OMG delicious. Yeah. You should hear it on vinyl, Tim. Oh yeah. I found it on the desk and I need to either mix a bigger bottle or maybe use parts of it to create something else. So yum. Heck yeah. Ronnie, have a good night, brother. 5 a.m. does come soon. Ignore the blackberry. It's more of a dark blueberry-ish flavor. I mean, yeah. Maybe some blueberry jam. I'm thinking. I think the boysenberry raspberry could work. Even guava darkberry could actually work well in that mix. Guava darkberry could work in that mix. Roll my joint, pick out the seeds. Hoping to get my album on vinyl at some point. Oh yeah, that would be awesome. So here's kind of what I had in mind. And maybe we'll mix it up as is. Because what's a few drops, right? I kind of wanted it to be like more of a pie to start with, but wait. No. Here we go. All right, we're back in action. Here's what I was thinking. Adapt this. Maple cream. I don't know. Well, we're just gonna put we'll figure out a name later. Here's what I was thinking. Take out the pie crust. Take out the sugar pie. Add this right here. Cornbread, 1-on-1. Boom. And actually, I'm going to run it at the full 4%. But then what else? We've got the almond cookie in there. I think the heavy cream and the maple cream can really make that seem kind of like... You know what? Here we go. I didn't get this out, but... Boom. Yeah. There we go. Boom. Like a maple cornbread pudding. Like a maple cornbread pudding. What do you guys think? Ah, what just happened? Oh wait. I'm likely going to have 100 pressed. Okay. Let's go maple. Cornbread. Pudding? Question mark? What do you think, guys? We adapted it. Maple cornbread pudding. Okay, Juice God, we see you. I kind of want to try the cornbread. Wait, but maybe we'll mix it up the way that we had it first. Let's delete this. Adaptation brainstormed on Wiki. Save. Almond cookie, cornbread, heavy cream, maple syrup, super sweet, vanilla pudding. I've done made a few different attempts at like a cornbread pudding, but this one actually sounds like it could be good. Falcons up 21-7. Yo, that's wild. Buffalo always goes through these slumps. I'd get all up in those maple cornbread pudding guts. Yeah. Dude, yeah, Buffalo always does this, man. They start off looking like the greatest team in the league, and then they always freaking start to slump. It's because... Wait, what? Typically the group auto deletes requests on a profile. Oh. Yeah, he's here now. It deleted you, Andrew? He's here now. Weird. It did delete you from the group? Interesting. That I don't know why that happened. Oh, I see. But you added me. We good. Okay. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go with the cornbread pudding. I think I want to go with the cornbread pudding version. I did like the idea with the sugar pie and the pie crust, but I want some of that cornbread pudding. So we're gonna open this up. This is what we're gonna mix tonight. Let's get it rocking. Let me get my stuff out. Well, I got mostly everything out. Here we go. I grabbed the cornbread just in case, but I do have to get this little bottle of vanilla pudding out. Yeah, there's enough left in that little bottle to work. Definitely gonna need a steep. Look at that. Big bottle of almond cookie. I grabbed that on clearance a few months ago because I knew if I didn't, it was gonna be gone. Let's see. I love that freaking almond cookie. But not as a main note. Corporate bread pudding. There you go. It gets too dry. You can use it up to like 3%, but you really got to throw some crap at it to keep it moist and saturated. We're not going to need the pie crust. We're not going to need the sugar pie. I did grab the cornbread. Boom. Where are... Oh, wait. Heavy cream. Still going to go with the heavy cream. Although the Devonshire is a little too dairy. I think the heavy cream will still work. Lately, for a while, what I was playing with, paired with vanilla pudding, was Flavor Arts Custard Extra 1. Flavor Art Custard Extra 1 is nice and gooey, goopy, pudding-like, and pairs well with, say, the vanilla pudding. And maybe something else. Capella Creamy Vanilla, I think. But let's see. We got maple cream. Where's the maple cream? Where's the maple cream? There it is. Maple cream. Maple syrup. Super sweet Perillum and vanilla pudding. Let's frickin' rock out, dude. Let's get her done. Turn on our scale. FED pudding. What's FED? Also, Tim, if you want higher quality audio, go with a heavier vinyl. Something like a 140 gram or 180 if you can. Interesting. See, Patrick really knows his stuff. Oh, not a Fed. Yo! I didn't even get that. Yo. Was only... Oh, your profile was only a day old? That's why. Wasn't going to accept until he explained what... Okay, why it was so fresh. Gotcha. Yeah, reaching out to Dan. He was double checking with me, that's all. All right, so let's fall flavor idea, apple butter biscuit. Bro. Yes. All right, so the ELR flavor mix along flavor profile of the month is apple or pear profiles. Apple butter biscuit. But what I wanted, yes, that could do really good. I wanted to do something kind of like that, but lean a little bit more onto the pear side. Because believe it or not, pear goes really good with I don't think I have apple butter wonder flavors. I've got baked apple SSA, I've got the apple strudel, I've got apple pop flavora, apple cider flavora. But you know what goes really good with caramel is pear. And I was thinking like something like pear, some type of pear with SSA's caramel biscuit, some butter raw. Yo, hold on. Hold the phone. After this, hold that thought. We're going to put something together live tonight, I think. And you guys are going to help. Let's mix this up first. Even if we don't get to wicking as much. Hey, QHB. Welcome. Always great to see you. Happy to see your face back more often again. Caramel pear custard. Yeah. Caramel butter biscuit. Yeah. I don't want to use the word caramel because somebody else in the community has actually used the name. But yeah, caramel. It's too perfect. It's too perfect. But I know this person would immediately be like, you stole my name and my idea. Apple butter, perfect. Yeah. I don't think I have the apple butter, unfortunately. Yeah, caramel. Let's give this a squonk and a rip. We're kind of taking our time tonight. I wanted to focus more on mixing tonight because it seems like we only do it like once a month, depending on what type of gear comes across the desk. But let's get this rocking. Let's go, and then we're gonna make something up on the spot. Almond cookie. Little almond cookie. Just a little bit. 0.11 grams. Even if I stop at 0.10, that'll be plenty. I don't want to go over really. Come on. One more drop. Boop. There we go. That'll do. Yeah, 0.10 will work. Cornbread, 1-on-1. Getting a little low, but I got a whole another 4 ounce of this that I would really like to do something seasonal with. 0.60. We're going 4%. We're going heavy on the cornbread. I don't have any other corn type of flavorings, but cornbread is a delicious flavor. If you push it to 4%, you really get the cornbread out of it. You could use it at a low percent to help build out cakes also. It's a really, really excellent bakery additive or main note. We're going to go with the new SSA Heavy Cream. SSA Heavy Cream. Haven't even cracked this flavor yet. Let's see. Just giving it a try. Right out of the gate. 0.23 grams. It does smell reminiscent of their whipped cream. It was described to me as like their whipped cream on crack. He didn't show the pic, but it looks like he's looking at the bottle, super excited. Oh, yeah, I didn't show it, but it does look like that, yeah. Here. Woo. I know it's tiny in the corner. That's why I didn't show it. Because we're, you know, we're in picture-in-picture mode. Glad you are focusing on mixing. Oh yeah, awesome. Yeah, once in a while you gotta do some mixing, you know. Maple cream. I just got a small bottle of this one. Wasn't one of the ones I was the most excited to use, but I definitely had to have some. The apple honey cream I don't have. That apple, I don't think I picked up a bottle of that. The apple honey cream would have been perfect for this idea. I think I'm going to have to order it. Apple honey cream with some pear, some caramel biscuit, some butter. I don't know. Let's see. The maple cream, we're going to 0.45 grams. What's a recommended coil for a single coil build? Depends on what you're running it on. Caramel versus caramel. Yeah. I like for a mech, I like a 0.18 to a 0.26. And that could also work well on a regulated, but sometimes depending on the addy, I'll go even into like the 0.3 to 0.4 range for a single coil. So it depends. Maple syrup, SSA. I'm a little unsure if 1% is going to be enough. I was thinking of maybe bumping it a little bit, but we'll start at 1% and see how it does in the mix. We might taste this one tonight. I don't know. The other mix I had pulled up has to steep for sure. This definitely is going to need to steep, but 0.15 grams once my scale decides it wants to stop having a mind of its own. Okay, we got 0.15 on the dot. Super sweet. Perillum. 0.09 grams. Boop. 2 drops. 3 drops. I think we probably went a little over. Nope. Yeah, it went to 0.11. That'll work. That's more like 0.75%. And vanilla pudding Flavora, my small little handy dandy bottle. Because I originally wasn't thinking vanilla pudding tonight, but here we are, 0.23 grams. That little bit of extra sweetener will be nice. Help bump that maple. We'll just edit it. That's actually what we're going to do. We're going to edit it. Edited it because we did go over on sweetener. We're going to go 0.70, I think it should be. Yep, 0.70. Save. There we go. That's right where we're at. Boom. All right. That way we're accurate. It'll just be a little sweeter. I like things a little sweeter, so work backwards for the wattage you want. Coils work best between 3.7 and 4.2 volts, so work backwards for the wattage you want. that's a great way to put it. I never really thought of it that way. Let's get our VG. I'm just gonna take my cap off. We got 13.25 grams of VG. Come on. And I want to put, I have this idea in my head. I kind of want to put it together, but we're not going to be able to mix it tonight just because I don't have the flavors out. Close enough. 2.44 grams of PG. There we go. And our additive that keeps us from smoking cigarettes. And because I am an adult who enjoys flavors, we're going to say that every single time. An adult who enjoys flavors. Imagine that. I don't even like tobacco flavored e-liquids. Personally. Not my thing. I want flavors. Dang it. Yes, tobacco is a flavor, but did that get on there? It's on there. Boom. Fat Rabbit Solo 2 on the Parsons side by side. Yes. Homemade chocolate chip cookies for dinner. Nice. There we are. We're gonna shake this up. We're gonna give it a little knuckle test here. But then I kind of want to pull something up, and I had an idea. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah. Woo! That's sweet, all right. That's going to be delicious, I can tell. And once that cornbread steeps out and adds some texture to the mix, it's going to be fantastic. That little bit of extra sweetener might not have been necessary to make that edit. Because that's going to be sweet, dude. Maybe we should edit that back. Here. I want to go here. I want to go to create recipe. And we're just going to say hashtag wiki for now. Hashtag wiki. Hashtag ELR Oct Mix. That's just what we're going to name it for now. Add flavor. What did we say? What apples do we have? Apple. Fuji. Well, the pineapple. Apple pie. Green apple. 2 apples in Awera. That's a good one. Apple filling. Country apple, of course. Always a good one. Green apple now. Apple flavor art. Thai apple. I don't have Thai apple, do I? Yeah, I do. I must. Apple strudel. Sabaki. Apple cider. Flavora. Granny Smith apple vape train. Yeah, I've never used that. In a mix. Fresh pineapple. Let's see. Of course, pineapple's going to come up. Golden apple. Apple. Panada type. Sabaki. Apple toffee. Green apple. Wonder flavors. These are all of our apples. We got a lot of freaking apples, dude. That apple honey cream would have been nice. Gosh darn. I kind of wanted to lean more pear, but I want to go with like a apple bakery. And pair it with like a pear. I think apple strudel is a really nice place to start, I think. Apple strudel SSA. I don't want it to be the main note though, or that heavy of a note. I think 2% should be fine. Pear. I want to do a pear. And I think I want to go Inawera pear. 1.5 should be plenty. I don't know if I want to do apple strudel. Pear. See, if I add any type of apple like that, Granny Smith could work. But something like too much apple is going to take away from the pear. Unless I doubled up on the pear and added also a little bit of pear FA, it's going to be pretty juicy, but come on. But these two together will be a pretty heavy pear note. I definitely wanted to add a little bit of butter raw, just a touch of butter raw. 0.50 is plenty, I think. We wanted to go caramel no. Where's the biscuit? I know I had it. Did I not add it to my... I know I have it. Biscuit. I know I have it. I must not have added it yet. Caramel biscuit. There it is. Caramel biscuit. Mm, 1.5. What else, guys? What else can we add to really push this home? I was thinking maybe some powdered donut or some type of bakery, something yeasty, or I don't know. Sorry so late tonight, was making dinner. Oh, that's all right, LT. Just made a recipe after Steve was talking about cornbread, but I did a white chocolate caramel kettle corn. It tastes good. Gotta let it steep now. Oh yeah. We've got to add, actually, we do have to add some caramel butter. Caramel butter. Boom. Apple strudel. I don't know if apple strudel's the right call. But it is good. It's really good. Super sweet. Perillum 0.5. Let's save this like this. I'm curious. What? I know I have this. Add to stash. I know I have a 30 ml of it. What? It probably costs something like $4.99 now. JMW back. Inventory. I know it's there. I've seen it. Boom. Save. 1%. What are people using it at? What's Master Shake done with it? Yeah. I was actually thinking about busting out the Inawera biscuit. I just wanted to get this idea down. I'm gonna have to go backwards, aren't I? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Looks like it says L-Rocked mix. Yeah, so there we have it for now. I just wanted to get that idea down while we were thinking about it. A little bit of a pear type of caramel pear biscuit mix. It's a good start. I'm not going to mix it tonight just because I would have to go dig for some of the flavors. But it's a good start. This is how ideas are born. We tweak them. We've got the rest of the month to play with this one, so maybe we'll revisit it and we'll continue to build it together. Next week, we'll bring these flavors out, see if we want to make any changes. Maybe if anybody else has any suggestions, feel free to make them, and we'll consider them. And we'll work on our October mix. I definitely want to go pear. Liquid amber could be good to help cook down those pears a little bit. But we'll see. We'll see. Caramel pear. Yeah. Let's see. We're going to get back to the other mix that I wanted to make tonight. We did mix the cornbread already. The maple cream, we probably should have done, but maple cream tart, how much sugar pie? It literally would have been like 0.30 grams of sugar pie. I think we would have been okay. But I was just really tempted, guys. I was inspired to pivot into a cornbread, a maple cornbread pudding type of thing. But here's the other mix that I wanted to mix tonight. It's that blueberry cotton candy ice cream that was from an old school flavors episode of AAFL. Blue raspberry cotton candy from Capella at 3%. A pretty hefty dose of ethyl maltitol with a little bit of blue raspberry flavoring, actually. Blueberry Hankson at 2%. About as old school as that good electric blueberry flavor can get. The blueberry cream candied from Wonder Flavors at 2%. Kind of holds this whole mix together, is my theory. Powdered sugar 1-on-1 for that sugar lips. Powdered sugar works really well to try to pull up that actual cotton candy vibe with the ethyl maltitol and vanillin. Super sweet cap at 0.75. Vanilla bean ice cream TFA at 3%. If you're a pepper taster, you could swap that to Flavor West or Capella or whatever your favorite ice cream is. I'm sure I went with the TFAs here because it's old school. It was an old school mix. Also, they use a very specific vanillin in their vanillas that, you know, works to help turn ethyl maltitol into an actual cotton candy rather than just burnt sugar. So, and then vanilla swirl TFA to help smooth everything out. It'll definitely round out the edges of all that ethyl maltitol. There's a picture. That's kind of what I was imagining when creating this. Cotton candy ice cream with like a blueberry ripple. I was tempted to possibly add a little bit of raspberry jam from Noms to this mix, but I'm going to try it as is. because I think the candied and the Hankson, the cotton candy, I think that's plenty. Here's the notes. You guys can find this pretty fairly high at the top of my public list if you want to read them. We're going to get this mixed up. We're going to get this one mixed up. This one's definitely going to need to steep. The that vanilla bean ice cream is going to need a minimum of 2 weeks, in my opinion, to really smooth out, to grow, to blend with the vanilla swirl, for the cotton candy, the ethyl maltol, and everything to really round out and to create the type of profile that I'm hoping that it is. Because off the shake, it's going to taste like a heavy dose of ethyl maltol with a very immature TFA cream is what it's going to taste like. I can tell you that. Definitely want this one to steep. Let's pull it out. Hopefully, I wonder if maybe we should do a little bit more than a 15 mil of this one, in hopes that it's going to be pretty banging. But we'll start with our usual 15 mil. And yeah, let's get our flavors out. I got them right here in a box, so ready to rock. Where's that blueberry Hankson? Oh yeah, there we go. Hankson blueberry cream candied. Powdered sugars in my left hand. Super sweet Capella. Vanilla bean ice cream and vanilla swirl. Did I grab vanilla swirl? Ugh. I don't think I grabbed the vanilla swirl. I have vanilla swirl here. I gotta have it in here. Hold on, let me see if I got it. That's a small bottle of vanilla bean ice cream, actually. I could probably use that instead of opening this one. Meringue. Nope. Nope. I'm gonna have to get up and go get vanilla swirl. Yep. Also, it's a good thing I checked, because I've got an open bottle of vanilla bean ice cream here, so that way I don't have to. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta go grab vanilla swirl. All right, we are back. Thankfully, it's in a place that's easily accessible, the vanilla swirl, huh? I got a bottle. We're ready to rock. It's already got a label on it. Had to put a label on it because the sticky from the last label, I couldn't get off the bottle, so let's get her done. I'm going to add my sweetener first to this one, because if I over drip, then I'm going to raise the amount that we make. Come on. Nope, we did it. We did it! We managed to not over drip our big bottle of super sweet. It's really hard to get 0.11 grams of super sweet sometimes from a big bottle. I also forgot to put this down here. Blue raspberry cotton candy from Capella. 0.45 grams. Really going heavy on this one. This is kind of like an old school recipe meets a brand new flavor, was kind of the idea I was looking for with this one. Utilizing some old school flavors, but binding them together with that brand new blueberry cream candied from Wonder Flavors was kind of like my thought on this one. Hanks and Blueberry. I've got so many little frickin' 15 mils of this Hanks and Blueberry. How dark that is. I've also got 2-ounce bottles of it too, just stashed in storage, while in my storage back there. It's not a flavor that I really reach for that often, but it's not a bad flavor at all. It's actually a really good electric blueberry flavor. 0.30 grams. Bam. One more drop. Smells really good. Terror. Blueberry cream candied from Wonder Flavors. There. That's a 0.30 grams as well. I really like that beat in the background now. It's like something built into StreamYard, but it's like kind of giving us like our own little kicking it vibe. Blueberry anything. Yes, Andrew T. I am a massive fan of blueberry and raspberry. Actually, all things berry. You give me a berry like a creamy type of berry mix, creamy, milky, silky berry type of flavor, and I'm all about it. Powdered sugar from 1-on-1. 0.15. Just need 1%. One more drop. We should have it. There we go. Yep, perfect. 0.15. Let's see. Our vanilla bean ice cream from TFA. I had a 30 ml bottle, but I remembered, hey, look, I got one that's open already. 0.45 grams. Right on the dot. Boom. And our vanilla swirl that we had to run and get. What gives the flavor of toast, like Jam Monster? The Jam Monster recipes were leaked. They used golden cereal by Capella, honey puff cereal by 1-on-1, and Capella's golden butter for that toast base, that buttered toast base. I don't recall. I might be able to pull them up. I might have the leaked files on my Google Drive, but I would have to search. But those recipes were leaked a while back. 0.30 grams of vanilla swirl. But I remember it's Capella Cereal 27. Yeah, Capella Cereal 27, Capella Golden Butter, and 1-on-1 Honey Puff Cereal is what they used. Now there actually are like there is like a buttered toast flavor, but Real Flavors makes jam with toast flavors that I'm sure are fantastic as well. But that's what they used. 13.25 grams VG. You ever tried Gangplank from Pirates Mutiny? You'd FW that? What's that mean? I've never tried any Pirates Mutiny. I know he Georgia Boy raves about his boysenberry ice cream. It's like a boysenberry ice cream with like a crumble or something. Oh, you'd fuck with that? Oh, okay, I got you. 2.22 grams. I definitely, certainly wouldn't mind trying any. I just never, you know. Josh is a good dude, though. Oh, I don't really know him personally, but he's one of the good ones from what I hear. I've seen him around the community doing good for years. All right. Let's cap it. Let's shake it. Fuck with. Gotcha. There we go. We've actually spent a good amount of time just mixing, just relaxing and mixing tonight. I do want to wick one thing up. And it's going to be between a mech or a squonk. Because I don't think we're going to have time to do both. Let's get this off the screen. Nice. Love seeing you guys use the Wickin It and Kickin It chat. Let's stop sharing. Bam. Hey, look at me. I'm back on screen. I want to give this a knuckle. I know it's going to be mostly just like blueberry hot sweetness to start with, but see how close we are. Just yeah, that's going to be good. My only question was whether or not the cotton candy was going to survive the steep. We may need, like, because we either would raise the cotton candy, or in my notes, you'll see I mentioned I was considering also trying to add a little bit of Flavora cotton candy as well. Just like 1%. I think the only thing that this thing might need is just a boost of cotton candy, but like off the knuckle, it definitely gives you that vibe of a blueberry cotton candy ice cream. We're going to set this aside. Let that steep. Get the scale out. I need to wick something up. And we are at 9 o'clock because we started late. Let's grab a sip of that. We need a vape too. I need to drip on this guy. I've got two setups that I grabbed. I thought maybe we'd have time to do both. I don't want to push it. So I guess this might call for the wiki wheel. What do you guys think? Wiki wheel? Here's what I grabbed. I grabbed the Squirta on the Dreamer Clutch. Squirta on the Dreamer Clutch. Now that I think of it, this is black, but that could probably be coated as well. Although I do love the way that that looks. We got the Squirta on the Dreamer Clutch. I said just clutch. There's a pair of Drip Theory NI90s in there. But I also got out an oldie but goodie that I haven't ran in a while. We've got the Recurve, the OG Recurve RDA with the 22 millimeter conversion cap on the Empire. And this is my Mao's double barrel setup. I've only run Mao's double barrel in this setup. Spin that wheel. Let's spin that wheel. I think that is the only way. Obviously, that single coil banger guy, we could wick up real quick. But would we have time for the dual coil afterwards is the question. Let's get this stupid thing out of here. There we go. Let's pull up the wheel. This is what the Wiki wheel was created for. Erase this stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Spin it real good. Yeah. Share screen. Share. Let's get this stupid ad out of here. Okay. Let's go. Dreamer. Empire. Copy. We're going to do 5 of each because I started to notice that those... Let's do 6. Fuck it. There. Started to notice that those wedges were a little big. So this gives us a little bit more. They're all evenly spaced. Dreamer Empire. Big long spin. Let's go. Wiki, 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 wiki. Oh, is it gonna make it? Oh, the Dreamer. We're going with the Squirta. Wiki Wheel wins again. All right. Wiki Wheel has decided. Hey, Tim, what's up, dude? Trevor, probably. I finally made it to one of these. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Welcome to Wickin It and Kickin It, where the dangle clacks are plentiful and I'm currently lagging. We are about to wick up the Squirta. And then we're going to figure out a liquid to put on it. Just to be safe, I'm going to throw it on the trusty old paranormal. Boom. Come on. There we go. Trusty old paranormal. We got to give these coils a glow because this has been sitting for a, you know, it's probably been about a month since I last broke this setup out. Boom. I thought these were his NI90s. Let's see. But that's not reading right. There's no way that that's right. Yeah, we're reading a 0.11. That'll do. I thought they were the NI90s, but maybe I was wrong. I did get some of the NI90s in though. Sorry, I'm taking meds that are giving me blurry vision, so I can't read the chat so well. Oh, it's all right, LT. I hope you're doing all right. Hope you're feeling well as you can. With blurry vision. Zoom in. Bam. All right. Hopefully, let's see. Let's glow our coils. Now, I've got my coils sitting way far to the outside, you'll see. I used to build it with the coils more evenly spaced towards the center. Some of this background, guys. Hold on. I'm going to have to close the YouTube window. Dangle clacks are set. Yeah, so I don't know. I decided I was going to pull them out to the outside to get them closer to that airflow. And I feel like it did make a difference. So we're going to get this wicked up. We're going to decide on a liquid. Bam. There. That'll do. Let's get our 3mm cotton out. Why is it see, everything starts to lag as soon as we get like towards the end of the stream. I don't understand what that's all about. I don't know if maybe my son's doing something. I didn't even grab tools. Does it whistle that close to the airflow? I don't think it did. I think maybe that's why I brought it out to the outside. Was because it was whistling. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't remember. It's been a while since I used it. I used to run as rowdy a coils in this sucker as I could. 0.08. Twisted Timmy's Alien V1s 4 wrap. This thing would get pretty spicy on me. Pretty hot. Down, down. We're just going to pull a little sliver off both of our pieces of cotton. There we go. I don't think I recall it whistling there, though. Let's get this phone out of here. I'm not mixing anymore. Down, down, down. And then we'll just have to decide on a liquid. I think I'm leaning on towards one, but I may have mad deals work to get something probably ready to come out soon. I may have made deals work to get something probably ready to come out soon. Interesting. Yeah, we could have cut this cotton a little shorter, but we'll be all right. Let's give it a snipski right about there. I think that'll do. And a snipski there. There we go. I just want to fluff this up. Fluff it. Just hit the under. Kind of from the center. Fluff it out. There we go. Trim it up. There we have it. Phrasing is watching, is he? Phrasing is always watching. Phrasing knows where my cotton scraps go to. We're just going to get these up and in. Try to grab them both at the same time. Get them up in there. Them being spread apart does make it a little funky, but we're going to kind of just push them towards the center there. Boom. One side done. Grab it. Grab it. Pushing towards the center. The Squai, also another excellent dual coil squonking eddy. I used to run this on a mech squonk exclusively for a while. But it just, the finish on it matches that Dreamer clutch so perfectly. There. I'm almost tempted to just drip this mix on here from tonight, this maple cornbread, but I know it needs to steep. Or should we just YOLO it? Should we YOLO it and drip this maple cornbread mix right onto it? Or do we pick something else? Because I was kind of tempted to grab maple bourbon cheesecake, but I think this could be good. I think it could be tasty off the shake. Maybe we'll mix a little more. Do we just taste it right on this guy? Why not? We spent a bunch of time working on it, right? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go for it. F it. YOLO. Yo-yoy to the YOLO. Bam. Maple cornbread mix. Yes. It's going to need to steep, but I'll double up the mix after the stream, and then we can enjoy it throughout the week. And report back. It'll steep while I'm vaping it, right? It'll steep while I'm vaping it. See, now it's reading a 0.09. Interesting. Hey, I didn't mean to push the button that time. Dilligif, all night long. You can do it! There we go. Let's get it. Let's get our cap on. You know what we're going to have to do? We're going to have to get a little bit of this juicy on our cap. Spin it around. There we go. That way. Oh, that Fucking. The one downside of the Squy was it had a fucking O-ring that liked to be a bitch. There we go. We got it spun around. We're on. There we go. Let's bring this out. Go now, get! Let's bring this out a little bit. So we're going to throw this on the Dreamer clutch. Bam, 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 bam. Let's get a battery out. A battery. $30T in the hizzy. Bam. And there we go. I've got my spring taken out of my clutch button, my Dreamer clutch button. I don't know. It's still good. It's still a little wonky firing sometimes. Ooh, that's warm. But I think it works best that way. Let's put the autofocus back on and come up top. Let's vape it. We got a few minutes to hang out. First impressions on this liquid we spent time messing with, huh? Trip a little bit more in there. The Squirida, a little low pro drip tip compared to what I would typically use, but it's nice and flush, and it matches kind of that Dreamer logo that's coming through, what from the paint being rubbed off. I'm late back. Grim, what's up, dude? That's kind of been your MO though. Usually you come in towards either halfway through or towards the end. Someone was wrong on the internet, so I had to engage with them. Obviously, yeah. This will not stand. This aggression will not stand. For democracy! Squirida on the Dreamer clutch tonight. We just wicked that up. We spent most of the night mixing. We actually took a recipe that I made a few weeks ago, and we adapted it into something that hopefully steeps into a maple cornbread pudding. And we decided, let's YOLO it and drip it on this RDA. This aggression will not stand, man! Cheers. Oh yeah. Wait, what? That fucking guy, I won't waste my energy on him. Yeah. 0.9 on that. That's like 130 watts. Yeah. Ish. It's mapley. And I get the cornbread notes, but I don't quite get the texture yet. If you want to take a look at the recipe. Oh, no, I pulled the recipe down. Hold on. Let's pull it back up real quick. Let's pull it back up real quick. That's not the right one. Let's see. Probably. Oh, I dare, buddy. Let's see. Oh, I dare. Yeah, you do dare. I wasn't here for the mixing, but I'm confident on the steep. Yeah, I mean, I've made some attempts at some maple cornbread puddings in the past. I think this new SSA heavy cream and that maple cream with the vanilla pudding and all that, I'm pretty confident that it should taste pretty close to what we're trying to achieve here. Just kind of take another look at it. And the almond cookie will add to the texture of the bakery layer. Should really help that cornbread fill out and present like a little more grainy. But there's plenty of creams to help soften it up. I definitely get that delicious sticky maple and the notes of the cornbread, but the cornbread does really need to steep, and the creams are gonna have to blend together. The vanilla pudding, I can taste on the back end. I could put that vanilla pudding into any mix, and I can tell that it's in there. And we're gonna see how well it blends with that maple cream and that heavy cream. As the bakery layer develops, and see if it keeps it soft enough to be like a cornbread pudding. Not a bad place to hang out, not with Steve-O, yeah. It's pretty tasty. It's pretty sweet. I think we over dripped the sweetener. When I mix it again, I think I will reduce the sweetener back down to that 0.6. That extra drop of sweetener, I really feel like does make a difference because the maple syrup is sweet on its own. So I'm pretty confident in this. We're going to see. I'm going to double up the mix so we have a full bottle to enjoy through the week like we did all week with the pumpkin spice nut muffin from last week. This one developed beautifully. I would 100% mix this again. But this week we're going to see how this one develops. Drip Theory coils performing beautifully in the Squy. The Squy, I feel like it had a run as one of the top dog RDAs on the market for a while. And it's kind of been a little bit forgotten over the past year or two. And I feel like we need to bring it back. Squy for the win. If you got a Squy, break that sucker out, man. It's still a top tier Addy. Right up there with the Asgard Mini, the Bonza Pro, the R3, the Kennedy. If you like a lot of airflow, it's up there, man. Fantastic. RDA for vaping. That's probably my top tier RDA list right there. Need some coffee. That cornbread one-on-one, I get corn chips from it. Yeah, I can see that. 4% might have been a little bold, but I really wanted to go heavy on it. I really wanted to get that cornbread. I don't get corn chips from it personally, but I can understand people do. I really like that flavor a lot. Yeah. So next week we'll update you and see how a week's worth of time did for this mix. Throughout the week as I vape it, I may add some notes. This is already public on ELR, I believe. Is it public? No, it's not public. Let's make it public. Edit. Let's make it public. Save. We'll leave the question mark because we don't know 100% yet if it's going to pull off the cornbread pudding. But yeah, I'm pretty confident. At the very least, it's going to be it's tasty, you know. But yeah, that's the mix. That's the setup for tonight. We will also update next week on the that blueberry cotton candy ice cream. Honey barbecue Fritos flavor incoming. Yeah. Tim Kittle's been vaping on the Oh My God It's Blueberry all day. Yes. Love that Oh My God It's Blueberry. I need to break out some Oh My God It's Raspberry. It's been a while since I've had that one. But yeah, we didn't do a lot. We didn't set up a lot tonight. I guess we'll save this one for next week. Or maybe I'll wick this up and record a short or something. I've really been wanting to break out the Empire. This is my, like I was saying earlier, this is my setup that I always run Mao's double barrel in. And I'm not the biggest fan usually of Mohawk coils, but this Mohawk coil that Jared from Pendulum Coils made me a while back, as a single coil, it freaking does stellar in the OG recurve. Look at that guy. Mohawk coils are mostly for looks, and they don't typically perform the most amazing. But like the set, like they're kind of spitty, right? But the spittiness from this as a single coil works really well for like a beverage profile, or specifically for that double barrel. So I don't know, maybe I'll wake this up sometime throughout the week, record a little short, or we'll save it for next week. I've been wanting to break that guy out, but we are pretty much out of time for tonight. And Steve-O is good times. I usually try to get here earlier. Yeah, usually you do make it about halfway through at least. But I understand you got a lot to do. I do. Making videos, editing videos. I don't think people understand exactly how much work it really is. Haven't used my Empire in a minute. I've been on the Snowcap Mech Squunk with the new Recoil 3 on top. Perfect match. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, we are still rocking the Recoil. PB&J cream. Those Duchess Hexo coils, I absolutely love them. Timmy neck aliens in it. Very nice, yeah. You can't go wrong with some Timmy's coils. Tim! I must get my Empire out again. Been a few weeks, yeah. And I don't have any voltage drop issues with this one, really. I haven't tried running it over like 55, 60 watts, but in that range, I haven't had any voltage drop problems with this one. And I bought that secondhand. Gotta have downtime after lining it up all day. Yeah, 100%. Does anybody remember when Zamplebox used to do the gross liquids videos? No. I could see like a honey barbecue cornbread flavor. Yeah, you know, another flavor profile that comes up from time to time? Maple bacon donut. Maple bacon donut. And I do have a smoked bacon flavor, but it's not the regular one-on-one bacon that you would see most people use. But it's straight salt. I don't know if I would use that smoked bacon in a mix. It's literally straight salt. I should get a mech set up this week, says probably Trevor. Just have a hex and a topside going. Well, a topside and a hex is a heck of a couple setups to be running. In my opinion, though, you always got to have at least one mech in rotation. Hear that crackle? That's actually a dry crackle. We gotta wet them wicks. There we go. I will say the Squy is another one of those decks that they did something similar to what Grim did with the slope in the center, but they did the slopes on the posts on the outside, so the liquid pours down the sides and back around into the center of the deck. It was pretty smart. Pretty rad little RDA. I always wanted to get an Ultim cap for it. I actually think Timmy might still have some of the Ultim caps for this RDA in stock. I always wanted to grab one, but I never did. We are lagging like crazy. Yeah. So we're spending most of the time mixing tonight, though. I feel like we've had a successful Wickin It and Kickin It. Did everybody have a good time? Because I feel like we did, and having a good time is what it's all about. And that's enough to be a successful stream in my book. Barista Brew had a semi-decent maple bacon bar flavor. Yeah, you know, I was also tempted to add Flavora maple bar to this recipe, but I didn't want to overdo it with the maple. Hell yeah, dude! Hell yeah, Grim. And this usually isn't the end of content for the night. I don't understand. I'm starting to lag bad. This happened last week towards the end of the stream. Usually by now, the wee baby Seamus is going live with the dopamine dump on Twitch. Haven't seen the notification yet. So, and he didn't go live last week. So I can't say for sure if he's going to. Just ordered some guava jelly. Haven't ever tried it. I hear you swear by it. Yeah, that's his go-to MTL liquid. I've never tried it either. It's not for everyone. I just love it. Yeah. You could say that about pretty much any liquid. Sorry I was late, but at least I got to see you. Hey, yeah, man. I'm glad you were able to make it. Never apologize for being late. Hey, listen, guys. Anybody who pops in, even just to say hello, or even the replay crew, shout out to the replay crew. We've got several people from the UK, especially, who watch the replay, and a couple people in Australia. I love you guys and appreciate you all for tuning in every week. It means a lot to me. Excited to try the new deep cuts flavors. You know, I've never tried a single deep cuts. The new one just dropped, Strawberry Swing. Ah, okay. I try to temper people's expectations when it comes to guava jelly. Yeah, I can see that because it's supposed to be like a guava lemonade, right? I could see that being a little harsh for some people, maybe. Depending on if you got a soft... I don't know. We joke around about Grim being soft throat, but that seems like a profile that could have a little bit of harshness to it. So I guess it must not be. Guava jelly is really good on my Blaze, says Trevor. Well, Blaze Solo 2, love guava. I really want to get the Blaze Solo 2. Listen, I've been eyeing a couple new atomizers. I don't need anything new, guys, but it's always fun to bring new stuff to the stream to play with. I've definitely been eyeing the Blaze Solo 2. And I know somebody who has it in stock right now I could get it from. And Vapors Cloud is running that sale. I still haven't tried the Asgard Mini V2. And then there's the Nightmare V2. The Nightmare Mini, original Mini, wasn't my favorite. But for like $18, I almost feel like it's just a buy it to try it is almost is worth it. So maybe by next week we'll have a couple new RDAs to play with. I don't know. You get in that spot where it's like, I don't need any more gear. Do I really need to spend the money? But like, at the beginning of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, when he's talking about building his drug collection, and he's got the briefcase full of drugs, and he's like, it's hard to stop when you get into building a good collection. It's kind of like that. It's like it becomes like an obsession. I just want to keep building my collection, and at those prices, why the heck not, right? I love the original Asgard Mini. I feel like I should at least try the V2. So I'm definitely think I'm gonna at least pick up that. The tendency is to take it as far as you can. Yes, that's the quote. The tendency is to take it as far as you can. Yes, that's it. Thank you, Andrew T. Vape through the harshness, you'll be all right. Yeah, I mean, listen, there's a couple liquids that even like mine, like the Southside Pineapple, the Bloody Mango. Like, I feel like they're a little throaty, like on a fresh wick, but once they work their way into the coil and it breaks in, it smooths out. Asgard V2 is choice. Yeah, I think I want to get the Mini. Did someone say collection? Yeah, Birdie knows what's up. That Demon Ether. Yeah. Love Hunter S. Thompson. Yeah, me too. Me too. One saying it's okay, buy it. Yeah. Vaping is an addiction. We need Vaping Anonymous. Yeah, but you know what, man? I've been addicted to way worse things, okay? And I've spent my money on way worse things. And I can tell you, even this type of addiction of building a vape collection is still way more healthy than one, smoking cigarettes, and two, the other substances that I used to put in my body. And I had nothing to show for it afterwards, right? At least I have cool things now, I get to scratch that itch, and I have cool things to show off afterwards. So it's a little bit different. Our in-house stuff, most likely I can DM you about them later. Oh, I see. Okay, he's talking about vaping is better than dope for sure. Yeah. And I will say the community aspect, I can't stress this enough, guys. Listen, and I had to have this conversation with my son. I don't want to put him on blast, but I did have to have the conversation with him again. He's 13 now, and he's just getting to that age where I had to have that conversation with him again to remind him what vaping is for. For one, it's for adults. And for two, it's smoking cessation. And I explained to him what that meant. We've had the talk before. And it's just literally, you don't need to vape, if you haven't smoked before. Now, I did say, listen, like as you get older, I would rather see you pick up a vape than to ever pick up a cigarette. But you don't need to get addicted to nicotine. There's no need for it. But when he becomes an adult, that's his decision to make. because nicotine does help me personally with things like anxiety, and it has helped me through my journey in recovery from other substances. The community was a major part of that aspect. The opposite of addiction is connection, and I've made lots of connections in the vaping community. Vaping has helped me stay sober just as much, if not more, as some of the other things that I've done for my sobriety over the past 6 years. And I will die on that hill. People should be encouraged not to vape, in my opinion, but they should be free to vape should they decide to consume real, safe nicotine. Yes, thank you, Grim. It's 100%. That's exactly how I feel. This is the correct take. This is 100% the correct take. Let's see. My 15-year-old said he'll never smoke or vape. Very cool. Very cool. Real. But guys, this has been fun. Always. I love the crap out of you. But I do have work to do. I don't know if Seamus is going live with the dopamine dump, but you can head on over to Twitch and check. If you're in the Discords, he should make a notification shortly. Anybody that would like to can feel free to go hang out in the JMW Discord if you would like to. I don't think I'm going to be there tonight, but maybe I'll pop in if some people do. But please, if Seamus goes live, go over there and show him some love. It's a super chill stream. Same kind of idea. Starting off Monday with hella good vibes. I freaking love you guys, man. Later, Wickin It and Kickin It crew. Later, Grim. Have a good night. Jeremy, vaping helped me with my ulcerative colitis. When I quit smoking, my stomach flared. So instead of going back to cigs, I started vaping. Hell yeah, dude. I know people who use it to curb craving for sweets. Diabetics. We have a couple here. But yeah, let's grab this guy. Let's make sure that we've got some liquid in it. And let's get on out of here with some clouds. Yeah, thank you. Amy, good to see you. Let's see if I can do this left-handed. We don't got an outro anymore, so we got to do it the old school way. Thank you. Oh, it helps with depression. Yes. Yes, it helps with depression. Nicotine also helps my memory. It also helps my memory. Me personally. I love you guys. Thank you as always for wicking it and kicking it with me. We are JMW. Oh, nope, see? I locked it. Let's try that again. Thank you as always for wicking it and kicking it with me. We are JMW.